Good afternoon and welcome everybody to the Prince William Ice Center here in Woodbridge, Virginia. David Stearns joined alongside Brian Schrems and also with the assistance of Michael Anderla up here in the broadcast booth. John Baranowski down on the ice as we get set for this action between the Potomac Patriots and the Frederick Freeze in a home and home. We're home for game number 2. But unfortunately, the Patriots were losers last night with a final score of 5-3, and they look to get one back.
Yeah, one of these rare Sunday afternoon matinee games against a team not too familiar with us these days. The Frederick Freeze up in the north. Patriots obviously in the south. So these come few and far between. Our first game, however, was a Frederick Freeze game that this Patriot squad won 2 years ago when we began doing this stuff.
2?
3? It was 3 years ago.
Almost 3 seasons ago.
Oh my goodness.
Here's Johnny.
Patriots. And now the starting lineup for Frederick. At left wing, number 10, Travis Biggs. At center, number 21, Josh Barron. At right wing, number 55, Dominic Norris. At left defense, number 43, Ray Rose. At right defense, number 58, Aaron Jackson. And in goal, number 93, Alex Chen. Coaching the Freeze is Jeremy Barron. And now the starting lineup for your Potomac Patriots.
Late to the party.
For the Patriots, at left wing, number 93, Devin Melise. At center, number 12, Micah Deval. At right wing, number 4, Jack Strikecar. At left defense, number 65, Drew Grilly. At right defense, number 77, Ian Eddington. And in goal, number 33, Jay Narowski. Coaching the Patriots is Matt Little, assisted by Matt Stein and Kevin Schreiber. Now if you can please rise and go and gladly move your caps for the flag of our national.
I promise. Let's play some hockey. As always, we thank our servicemen and women around the world for your service and keeping us protected here at home and our freedoms. Once again, we thank you. Trems, we have some starting goaltenders to talk about here as we go through our MyTech Automotive starting goaltenders.
You got it. Alex Shen, number 93, the go-to guy for the Frederick Freeze. 3-4 on the season with a .438 goals against average and an .876 save percentage. Jay Narowski going to get the nod today for the Potomac Patriots. 0-2 on the season with an .818 goals against average. Got to bring that one down this season for sure. And a save percentage of .815. I think he's going to have a good opportunity to work on those stats today, Dave.
Thanks, Brian.
I've never called you Dave before in my life. Wow.
We're already off to a great start here at the Prince William Ice Center. Those were your MyTech Automotive starting goaltenders, and that was Mr. Schrems calling me Dave. Face-off between Potomac and Frederick. Coming right up here on the Cross Ice feed.
I don't even think I called you Dave the first time we ever met.
Face-off one back to Frederick. And through neutral they go. And squeeze it out over to the far side to Josh Barron.
How about black on light blue nameplates,
Oh,
Stearns?
kill me now.
How about that?
Those sleeve numbers are A-OK. I'll give them that. That's put up to the point with a point shot right through traffic underneath the shot. They score! It floated its way on, and Frederick strikes first 20 seconds into the opening frame. Oh boy, a floater. There are two contexts in which that is not good, and that was one of them.
Yeah, it was just a routine play from the point. It's not the way that Potomac wanted to start this game whatsoever. They have to bounce back immediately from this one. Got to make sure that Jay Narowski gets his head back in the game here. Don't let that one rattle you, buddy.
We'll await the call from Mr. Baranowski on who done it.
Frederick Freeze goal scored by number 21, Josh Barron, assisted by number 58, Aaron Jackson. That's Barron from Jackson at 1940.
And another chance leading to the net, and nice work there by Kasab, staying with his man. Here comes Jordan Graves through neutral along the left wing, getting around a couple of Frederick players. He'll go off on a change.
Graves was a nice surprise a couple weekends ago. Was a very noticeable player out there on the ice against those 2 wins for Hampton Roads.
That was last
against
weekend.
Hampton Roads. Was it last weekend?
Yeah, it was last
Time
weekend.
flies, does it not?
Not as much as you thought. You thought it was 2 weeks ago.
That's true.
And Frederick getting it up at their own blue line with Rose. Rose will deflect that one off of the body of Noah Morning, off into the near corner. And it's put airborne into the near circle, trying to move it towards the net was Robert Tibbs. And reaching out with the paw will be Narowski, who will hold on. 18:41 left here in the first. 1-0 Frederick. They scored about 59 seconds ago. My goodness. Trying to get my bearings here. So is Potomac after last night's 5-3 loss up in Frederick. Up top, Portman putting it down along the half boards and all the way down behind the goal line. It's McDonald. That's not McDonald. Oh, you took the adjustments away from me. Who's wearing 65?
You take it.
I take it. I can't find it. But no matter.
You got a stoppage and play.
We have a stoppage and play.
Scope it out. What do you got?
I'll scope it out. Wrong team. That's what I got. We'll figure it out.
Resumes at Cross
Drew
Ice Feed.
Crilly is wearing 65, and I'm taking your sheets.
Resumes at crossicefeed.com.
And it's up along the half-board. Stiles will put it in deep there. And chasing it down around the far corner. That is Ian Edgington wearing 77. That is not Stephen Gerke, as it's kept in by Frederick. And a hook there, and they are going to tag him for it. And we'll get a stoppage here and a power play going to the Frederick Freeze. Patriots will go on to Reebok Hockey penalty kill with 18:11 left here in the first. Frederick might look to put the Potomac Patriots into a 2-goal hole.
Yeah, ugly start here at home for Potomac. Can't seem to get anything going here in the first couple of minutes, and they're down a goal from that quick 20-second pot. The little sloppy play from the point. We'll see what the next 2
coming up
minutes
to the
can
left.
go for here.
I don't think he was pointing at you, don't worry. Up top it goes to Rose. Going over to the far half wall, pop down low, and off the stick of Josh Barron, who has the current tally. Here's the call.
2 minutes for hooking.
Zaitsev for hooking is the call, and a block there by Micah DeBow. He's slow to get up, but here comes Strykars. That's shorthanded. Strykar shoots. He scores! And boom goes the dynamite. It's a shorthanded goal, knotting this one up at 1.
Wow, just what the doctor ordered for this squad. Micah DeBow with a huge block inside his own zone. Strykars picks it up end to end on that one. And just a beautiful effort there, shorthanded by the Potomac Patriots. They have to make sure that they keep this momentum going here. Got one back there from Mr. Narowski, setting the reset button, and we are back to all square here, Mr. Stearns.
Well, let's get the call from John. In a moment. He is working by his lonesome down there.
Scored by number 4, Jack Schreckar. Assisted by number 12, Micah DeBow. That's Schreckar's from DeBow, a short-handed goal at 17:46.
Again, a big block from DeBow with a shot, a rocket of a shot from the point, kicks right out to Strykars, and they were able to make good use of it.
Good clear down the length of the ice. Alex Stroud putting on some pressure there. Back behind the goal line, still pressuring, and here comes Wadia with a shot right into the glove of Chen. And he holds on as he has a couple of Patriots at the doorstep.
Check them out on Twitter.
Wadia,
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, Wadia hit himself a goal last night. The 5-3 loss up at Frederick. Let's see if he can get one here. Short-handed. How's that sound from the point?
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Calling my shot already.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks, babe.
You got it.
Babe Ruth. We're not that affectionate. Here at the cross-ice feed, strikers. Setting it up into the neutral zone for Mr. Davis, Zach Davis. Turning it over, though, and back the other way. It's Frederick. Over to the near side now. Aldrich takes a shot. Pants save the rebound. It's loose up front. And another try at it. It's underneath them, and the whistle goes. And a couple of hacks up front, but we're okay. Narowski down on the ice there. 17 minutes remains here in the first. 1-1 score. 49 seconds left on Zayatsev's penalty.
Zayatsev's a feisty player, if I do recall from last weekend when Hampton Roads was
he
in
got
town.
Tossed, yeah.
Was that the one-man fight?
That was the one-man fight.
Defying all odds, the one-man fight.
Himself. Reminds me of a Jim Carrey move in Ace Ventura. Down low, Jackson behind the goal line, trying to feed it to the front, slapped away down the length of the ice by Drew Crilly, all the way down to Chen. He'll set it up there as leading the charge for Frederick is Ray Rose. The Pasadena, Maryland native. Aldrich along the near wing now. Inside along the half boards, gets around Crilly. Crilly's going to go to task with him. Aldrich does move the puck along there for Jackson, who's got a helper on the Frederick goal from Barron. A point shot there. May have grazed the toe of Narowski. Goes over to the near side blue line, kept in by Rose. Gun down low over to the far corner. Caught up with by Edgington. Edgington trying to move it back behind the goal line there as Crilly has a try at it. And we're back to even strength. 16:05 left here in the first. We're all knotted up at 1. Here comes a chance for Jordan Graves, who takes this shot. It went off the ankle of Ray Rose and goes over to the near side out along the blue line for Jackson, who leads the charge the other way 3-on-2. Now catching up is Jordan Graves into the slot. He'll interrupt it, but it comes back up top for Rose, who takes a shot. Great kick save there. I believe it was a stick save by Narowski, keeping this one knotted up at 1.
Since that goal, Narowski seems to have settled down just a little bit, getting those nerves off his shoulders. Yep, absolutely.
Here comes Edgington. Edgington pulling the trigger. Stick save by Shen, and the puck goes behind the goal line, back behind the cage. Trying to maintain control here is Frederick as they feed it out along the far wing. Out through center now. And a chance right in on goal. Narowski to save the rebound. A couple of Patriots there to sweep it up as Colin Maggie had a great chance there. Whew. And Musty putting out some moves. Out through center though, it's turned over and back the other way. Patriots with Paquin trying to put it in deep, but does not get it past. Man of the way, it's Lucas Russell. Another try out through neutral by Derek Potter, but it's picked up by the Patriots and backhanded in. Paquin couldn't get it in deep. Musty couldn't keep it as it comes out in the neutral zone. Steered back the other way, but it's going to be Potter back along the near wing with a shot, and Narowski steering it behind the cage as the Patriots are trying to regroup with Paquin now. Paquin finds an open man along the wing. It's Musty. Musty up into the play he goes. 3-on-2 the other way. Musty across the line. They're going to roll him on the offside. 14:35 left here in the first. We're all knotted up at 1s. Patriots hockey is partly sponsored by Spine and Joint Institute of Fairfax, Virginia. Dr. Felix Yeskin and Dr. Maria Schaefer can help you address your family wellness, sports medicine, and chiropractic needs. That's sjinstitute.com.
Looking over these rosters for both teams, this league is growing by leaps and bounds, Stearns. It's just players from all over the country finding their way to Northern Virginia, Maryland area, players from California, players from Ontario, British Columbia.
Oh, yeah.
Colorado. It's good stuff. Good stuff for this league.
Zaitsev, speaking of international characters, Zaitsev feeding it to the front, and a chance there. Cunniffe couldn't get it in his wheelhouse, and he turns it over in the process of trying to shove it over to the far wing. Morris with it now. Norris trying to work his way to the net, but it'll be pawed down there by Narowski, and it'll be held onto there for the face-off as we have an error. 14:09 left here in the first. 1-1. I'm only giving John a hard time down there. St. Elmo's Fire again. You hate that song.
He's doing what he can.
And it's one over to the near side. Patriots coming up with it. Crilly looking. He's going to hold on to it here. He's going to go to an open wing along the far side in front of the Frederick bench. Comes up top to DeBow. DeBow pulls the trigger there, and Chen will make the save. No rebound coming. So it appears that DeBow is fine after making the block on that shot that ultimately led to the Striker's shorthanded goal.
Yeah, it looked like it would have been a little bit of a stinger, but hats off to him.
Strikers with a shot, and he just misses the mark. It goes over to the near side, now kept in by Crilly on his backhand for a moment. Tibbs will find it up for Aldrich. Inside the Patriots zone, Aldrich takes his shot, Narowski
Save.
making the save.
Narowski staying square to the shooter on that one, not getting him an inch either way.
What you got to do. Jackson kept it in there, played it off the body of Gregory Lane, who was in the lane. That one kicked along the side of the far post, and Narowski's going to hold his post, and now we got bodies flying into the net, but nonetheless, we'll have a stoppage and a face-off coming up to the right of Narowski. Next weekend, we'll be back here at the same barn on Sunday. Richmond Generals coming to town. At a home and home, we'll have elite action to start things off at 1:20 for warm-ups. 1:30 game time slated to start. And we'll go at about 4:30, 5 o'clock, I believe, if I do my math correctly.
You are doing it quite well
for
today.
the Empire, yes. Yeah, Richmond, of course, with the elite. Remember, 4-2 losses back-to-back, and Empire, they, if I remember correctly, did they not? They did pretty good.
I believe they did all right for themselves.
Yeah, I'm going to have to reinvestigate this one, as my paperwork is a little bit shuffled, as I'll say. Chasing it back is Russell. Over to the far corner, being shadowed by Graves. He's forced to make a move there as he pops it out to center. Kashab's going to take him out of the boards. And it's a chance now. With it is Tingley. And Tingley tried to put it out to the front there. Nobody to pop it home as Jordan Graves will find it. Having a bit of a time there. He was tied up with Gaskins, who will chip it over to the far corner. Zach Davis will gun it around. Does not make it around to the corner as it's fed to the front, and a chance there. Frederick could not gun it past the wickets there of Narowski, and back the other way. It's Alex Stroud. He gets it inside the Frederick zone, but not deep enough though. He'll go off on a change. He's applying some pressure now. Was Kashab, who forces his man to make an option over to the near side where Wadier is going to toss it right back into the Frederick zone. Chen back behind his cage, drops it off there, turns it over to... That's Crilly. Crilly trying to put it to the front. I beg your pardon, it's not Crilly, it's Paquin. He's changing numbers and lack of nameplates, or correct nameplates for that matter, because like McDonald here, a.k.a. Crilly, will toss it into the near corner to the Frederick zone. Got to be in our game on this one, huh?
Yeah, it's true. I found my niche.
That's Musty. Of course, yeah. Brian Trem's on camera here, doing a fine job.
Just a fine job?
You're doing a fantastic job. What am I talking about?
Outstanding work, if I say so myself.
Well, they always say you are your own worst critic. And this one floating on. Narowski makes a save. That one glided up the stick and onto the top of his pad, and he holds on with 11:59 left here in the first. 1-1 score.
Just like they practice. And Narowski has settled down from that quick goal that Frederick had in the first 20 seconds there. He seems to be a little bit more confident. He has seen 11 shots so far. So it's been a busy first period for him,
I'd say. And it's over to the near corner.
Potomac, on the other hand, shooting 33% today. Coach has got to be pleased with that.
Not too shabby. Take the shots. And we'll have a stoppage here. We're going to take a look here. Hey, for stats, schedules, and much, much more, go to USPHL.com like I am right now. It's the latest in United States Premier Hockey League information for the Premier, Elite, Empire, and U16 tiers. Check it out.
Check it out?
Check it out.
Oh. That's a great plug.
You got it. Out through center now. Frederick trying to mosey back the other way there with Norris. And he had a little bit of trouble there. As now it's Cuniff trying to play it up through center there for Zaitsev, who is the intended target. But now they left the man open over here. It's Barron. Barron, who has a goal. Looking for two. Blocker save by the keeper for the Potomac Patriots. Narowski. Over to the near side now. Frederick breaking out in the neutral zone as they try to hook up on a pass there for Norris or Barron. Norris will get it up at center red.
Dangle.
Dangle it past everybody and off into the corner he goes on a dump in there as Noah Morning will find it. Over to the near corner it goes. I'll get it right this time. It's Drew Crilly setting up a pass there for Zaitsev. Nobody on the intended wing along the far side. Jack Strykar's coming out for a change as Zaitsev will have to pop it over to the far defender as it goes all the way to the near side for Delaney. Delaney had two post opportunities last time in this building on an empty net to close out that game, but it was a 3-2 victory against Hampton Roads. Most notably in that last minute there, he hit two posts. Could have made it 4-2. That was not a good keep. Oh, and Tibbs, he got taken down by Strikars, and Strikars going to sit. It was an elbow to the head. Not good.
Sitting for two at least.
10:27 left here in the first. Man advantage coming up for Frederick.
1-1 the score. Shorthanded scoring opportunity and conversion for Jack Strykars off a beautiful block by Micah DeBow. Looks pretty good, to be honest with you.
Well, there was a misunderstanding. I lied. It was a 1 6-2 loss, and then a 4-6 loss against Richmond. So
Time for redemption against the Richmond Generals.
I'd say so on both clubs.
Instant rivalry.
You got it. Rough and tumble, wild and woolly.
That's West Virginia.
Potomac Patriots penalty, number 4, at the strike line. 2 days for elbowing. Strike bars, 2 for elbowing at 10:27.
There certainly was the body part that connected with the head of Tibbs. And speaking of which, that's who has it down low. Trying to make some magic here. I beg your pardon, that's Aaron Jackson. 50, yeah, I'm getting the numbers all bobbled up here. Besides the point, it's Frederick controlling the play here on the man advantage. Less than 10 to go, 1-1. They're trying to regain that lead they had early on. 20 seconds into this contest, it was Barrett popping one home. We got a broken twig out there on the ice and a very unhappy parent in the stands. Chen, back behind his net. He'll drop it off there, setting up on a breakout. It's a Reebok Hockey penalty kill. Go to ReebokHockey.com to check out the vast selection. Or come down here to the Prince William Ice Center and check out the gear in the pro shop. Alex Stroud will tap that one in. And applying pressure is Guidey. Guidey had a goal in last night's contest. And it's fed out through center now for Jackson. Jackson across the line. Jackson looking to hook up with Barron. That's the combination you had on your first goal, but it was Barron that scored it with the help of Jackson. Jackson gets tumbled down to the ice there as Poorman has it. Top of the umbrella for Rose. Over to the far half boards. On the stick there of Barron. Trying to toss it to the front and interrupted there by Guidey, will clear it down the ice. Half a minute left on this man advantage for Frederick. 8:50 left here in the first, 1-1 score. Frederick taking on Potomac here in this Empire USPHL action at the Prince William Ice Center in Woodbridge, Virginia. Melise almost had a chance there to bow. Had a bouncer, it bounced over his stick, and now Frederick will come back the other way. Continuing with Benson Lieberman. That name sounds very familiar.
It does.
As it comes all the way down the length of the ice. We're back to even strength. Strikers out of the box. Chen having to set it up and swing it around the horn. Over to the half boards it goes. Trying to get there first was J.C. Paquin. And it's backhanded up to the blue line and out. And here comes Norris. Norris. Oh, he lost control of it there. Trying an extra step there on Wadier. Coming in to clean up as Russell Lieberman will kick it in. But it'll be the Patriots clearing it out with Melise. A little bit of a hip contact there. Almost a knee-to-knee. But a clean hit nonetheless for Frederick as the Patriots are forced to regroup back in their own zone. $7:50 remains here in the first. It's off in the far corner. Patriots looking to split this weekend as Josh Musty trying to move it up along those far boards. Instead it's going to be picked away by Frederick. Fed to the front there. Norris trying to gain control of it. Takes a shot. Narowski gets it right up underneath the mask. And he holds on for the faceoff. Coming up to his left. 7:34 left here to first. Still tied at 1.
Visit PWIce.
PWIce.com for more details on the Prince William Ice Center. Many schedules for skate lessons, stick and shoots, public skates, and much, much more. It's PWIce.com here at 5180 Dale Boulevard in Woodbridge, Virginia.
There's ice dancing going on next door.
Ice dancing.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. That thing's taken off. They even got curling down there in the ice.
No way.
Yeah, take a look. They got the circles back there.
That's legit.
I think they tried it, they kind of demoed it last summer. And Zaitsev, got to be careful there, going with his counterpart, number 19, it's Robert Tibbs. Tibbs seems to be a magnet for trouble. Took an elbow from Strikars, drawing a penalty, and almost Zaitsev drawing him on a trip. As it goes off to the far corner for Wadier, over to the near side, out of the reach of Davis. Funny bounce off that door. They said they fixed it, they lied. Cunniff trying to sweep it out. I swear, RJ said it in the Red-Blue charity game that they fixed that door.
Call the tape.
Yep, pulling it. I seriously hope he's watching.
Summon the tape.
Crilly having a little
I don't know.
trouble
That door
there.
has helped Potomac out quite a bit.
It has.
It's like the boards in Montreal or Detroit.
Just look at their scoring in the second period. Proof's in the pudding.
Proof is in the pudding.
You got it.
I got those stats printed out right there.
Yes, you do. And now a chance. As that's going to be, no, it's not a chance.
Penalty?
It's actually going to be yet another penalty.
Interference.
Interference is the call, and the dejected party. Well, I'm not sure who it is. They all kind of look. Yeah,
Zaitsev. Whoa. Got to make sure this guy keeps his head on straight for the rest of the game. They've been killing these penalties. They've been scoring with the man disadvantage, but they have to make sure that they don't keep putting themselves in this position because Frederick will make quick work of them. They are a pretty good team.
Prefer the open ice, I guess. We'll get the call here in a moment.
Potomac Patriots penalty, number 19, Mikhail Zaitsev, 2 minutes for interference. Zaitsev, 2 for interference, and 6:32 on the rebound.
Interference is the call, and open man along the near side. It's Biggs. Biggs sending it up top. Finds Stiles. Stiles weighing his options, getting pressure there by Striker, so he's forced to make a move there. Striker still applying pressure there. Stiles gets the pass along the near side. With a shot there, it just goes wide of the near post. Up along the near side. Stiles will get it. Return pass up top. Cycling it back over to Lane. Lane looking for a lane, takes a shot, and it was blocked there by Crilly, who got in the lane.
It's good work.
Over in the near corner, Crilly taking out his man. Nicely done there as he drops the trash down. It's Travis Biggs, and it's cleared out in the neutral zone. Stiles almost had his pocket picked by Strikers, who has a shorthanded goal in this one. Nonetheless, 1 minute to go on the Reebok hockey penalty kill. And an interference call to Zaitsev. And across the line, it's Biggs trying to get around Guidy. Guidy taking it into the board, trying to kill time, but there he couldn't get it in his feet. So it's kicked out. And Stroud will find an opening. He'll get it out to the Frederick blue line. Greeted there by Stiles with 40 seconds to kill. 5:14 left here in the first. 1-1 score. Alex Stroud coming in here with some pressure, shorthanded. Going to try to kill some time. He gets it in there. Trapped along his skate, along the boards. Doing some fine work as Guidy's in there to support as well. And now Frederick finds an opening, and they'll toss it out to Zach Poorman along the far side of the neutral zone. Poorman all by himself. That Poorman, he's going to try to go take it to that, but it's poked away, and a chance now getting hauled down is Aldrich. And behind the back pass, Jackson trying to feed it onto the stick of Barron, but Barron will have to tap it behind the goal as it's going to be moved back over to the far corner by Josh. Aldrich, I beg your pardon. Here's Narowski with a save there, point blank. A lot of trouble up front. He'll get back onto his feet as we return to even strength. 5 aside. It's Jackson going to the far side of the neutral zone over to Rose. Rose will tap it in. Plenty of zone time Frederick has had in Potomac's end of the ice, given the penalties and that, but now trying to find some 5-a-side hockey and some offense, because it's 3-14 shots in favor of Frederick. Guidy back behind the goal line, trying to find it onto the stick of Kassab. Cleared over to the far side, it's Wadier. Wadier over to the far corner. Dumps it there for Kassab. Kassab looking, feeding it to the front. Chen sticks that one aside as it goes through the goal mouth. And cleared out in the neutral zone. Aldrich coming back 1-on-2. He's taking a shot and a glove down by Narowski nicely. He'll hold on. No pressure there, but yes, the whistle will eventually go. 3:43 left here in the first. David Stearns with Brian Schrems. John Baranowski, we are your Cross Ice Feed broadcasting team. Check us out, crossicefeed.com, for more details on sports broadcasting for the DC Metro region.
Alex Stroud has had himself a really nice period with that forecheck. These man disadvantage situations. Whoa!
Hello!
Ding, fries are done.
I'd say they're overdone, man. Kassab back the other way with Musty. Musty across the line now, getting the pass from Kassab, chasing it down over to the far corner. He's got a shadow. He'll shake it. Take it over to the near corner. Taking a look. Paquin shifting. Paquin into the slot on his backhand. Takes a shot and he misses the blocker side corner. That was a beautiful shot. Just missed it. As it's Edgington keeping it in there. Paquin going to chase it down. Paquin dumping it back behind the goal line, but his men have shifted, and it's going to be turned over to Frederick. Musty trying to get a stick on it, but it's cleared out in the neutral zone where it's greeted by Crilly. He backhands it back for Edgington. Crilly and Edgington more prone to seeing action at the elite level as it's deflected down the length of the ice. No ice. And it's steered around the boards.
That's going to be right on goal.
Bertolatis, and this one, yeah, not long enough there for an icing, so Edgington's going to go back to his goal line with it.
Home run.
A home run pass along the near side. He's onside.
Two-line pass?
Well, I haven't seen the two-line pass called in ages. But no, they're going to rule he was offside. 2:42 left here in the first. 1-1 score. Patriots looking to stay out of the box.
Yeah, like I make a mention of before, Alex Stroud has been a workhorse. This team has been on the penalty kill, making sure that this Frederick Freeze team doesn't pile on another one here before the intermission. They do have 16 shots on goal.
Rose's shot flutters its way down low, but it's cleared away by Potomac. Behind the back pass, set up along for Micah DeBow. DeBow across the line. Strike cars in Wadier, breaking towards the net, up into the slot it goes for Melise, who takes a shot right in on Chen. The rebound, another save by Chen. Loose, DeBow shoots, and a block up front. We got an injured Frederick player along the near post, and we'll get a stoppage with 2:20. What a flurry of activity, and hopefully this player who appears to be Gregory Lane is okay.
Yeah, there was a flurry of activity there in front of Alex Chen. And there are multiple rebounds out in front for the Potomac Patriots to try and bury. One of them went right off of... Did you say it was Lane?
Yeah.
It is Lane, yeah. Went right off of Lane. Might have had the wind knocked out of him just a little bit.
Well, and you're in the thick of it there. You kind of have to...
You're laying the body out on the line there.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do to keep that puck out of the net if your goalie's out of position. And his teammates sure do appreciate his effort here. He's going to head into the locker room here for the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And a penalty has been called. I did not see what the penalty was about, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I got folks near me saying that he blocked the shot, and it looks like he did block the shot. I wish I could. I don't have replay. I don't.
I can't see who's in the box, but they're not happy to be in there.
One day.
One day we'll do instant replay.
One day. I thought he blocked the shot too.
Maybe they're calling a spear. 5 minutes. Dollars to donuts. Stearns. Dollars to donuts. This is something like a spear. Oh, head contact. Coach is out on the ice for Frederick.
And he's back in. Wow. So suddenly 5-minute major appears on the board, and it's going to be Wadier.
We get our official call here from John Baranowski.
Number 76, James Wadier, 5-minute major for tripping.
Tripping? Whoa, that is a new one. Chalk that up as a brand new call,
wow.
Stearns.
Okay. 5 minutes for tripping. This is a first, folks.
5 minutes for tripping, a one-man fight last weekend. This is
a one-man fight last weekend and a 5-minute tripping this weekend.
That's not bad.
What next?
This officiating crew is on top of their game. Well, there goes the 5-minute major.
But I want an explanation on what constitutes as a 5-minute tripping call.
Maybe I can get some. Maybe I can get some clarifications from the referee during the intermission. I'll take the wireless mic down.
Yeah, you want to interview the ref?
Yeah, kinda.
Let's get the other call from John Baranowski.
Frederick Freeze penalty number 48, Joshua Aldridge, 2 minutes for roughing. Aldridge 2 for roughing at 2 minutes.
Was that the makeup call, Stearns?
Yeah. Point shot there, missing Chen. Now, I think it was supposed to be a 2-minute roughing and a large fry. Here comes a breakaway. Coming away with it now is Josh Barron. Comes in on goal. Oh, what a save. It's back. He scores. Josh Barron makes it 2-1. He gets his second goal of the game with 1:30 left here in the first.
Oh, the goaltender had the initial save. Narowski had the puck. It just bounced straight up in the air off his back and into the net. Excellent initial stop by Narowski, but that's just bad luck. Shades of, who was it? It was Hasek when the puck went straight up in the air and came down. No, not Hasek.
You're thinking of Tugnut.
No, who just...
Ottawa.
Was it Tugnut?
Yes, Derek
Where's
Plant.
Baranowski? Where's Baranowski when you
Derek
need him?
Plant took the shot.
For number 21, Josh Barron. Unassisted, Barron, unassisted at 1:30, all 4 on goal.
And that one goes right into the breadbasket of Narowski and clear back behind the cage. No Morning finding Kassab along the far boards, having trouble with it now, and Frederick will take advantage of that. Sending it back, Lieberman taking his man out. Goes for Kassab along the half boards, kept in there by Stiles. Stiles sweeping it over to the near side wing. But it's cleared up and out by Noah Morning, but he can't get it long distance enough there. And a shot from Lieberman goes right in, right onto the chest of Narowski, and he holds on. Wow.
Weird couple of minutes here, Stearns.
We're a couple of wild and crazy guys. David Stearns with Brian Schrems and John Baranowski. We're the Cross Ice Feed broadcasting team, crossicefeed.com. If you want a couple of wild and crazy guys broadcasting your sporting event here in the DC metro region.
Just not during rush hour.
Yeah, please.
Find somebody else.
You got it. Here comes Portman with 45 seconds left in the first period. Frederick's got a 2-1 lead. Josh Barron is working overtime here. He's got 2 goals. 20 seconds in, he got one, and he had a shorthanded Kind of a funny bouncer off the back of Norowski. It wasn't funny for the Patriots fans, to say the least. Or for Norowski, for that matter. Here comes Crilly. 2-on-2 with Musty. Crilly takes a shot. Oh, what a blast that goes wide. Musty, he's got it on the rebound. On his backhand, trying to push it along the near side up top. Edgington takes a shot. Redirect up front by Crilly. 10 seconds to go here in the first. This one fed way ahead for Tibbs. Tibbs waiting for support. Takes a shot and a stick save by Norowski. And back it goes for Curley, and time will expire. 2-1 is your score after one. 2:40 left on the major to Wadier for tripping. Carrying over into the second period. Stay tuned. It's Cross Ice Feed here on Fast Hockey. Welcome back to the Prince William Ice Center. Here we go. Second period underway. As it's won back by Frederick. And we have a drop. Not good. Anyway, Frederick back inside their own zone. Through neutral, they send it down the length of the ice. They have an icing? No icing called. That is a little disappointing, to say the least. I do have to restart this. Okie dokie. Try that again. All right, 19:30 left here in the second. We're just underway. 2 minutes left on the major penalty for tripping. Can't believe that one still, as this one goes wide of the glove side and over to the far corner, or to the far blue line, I beg your pardon, and kept in. Down into the corner it goes now. And Frederick trying to set it up here. Poorman getting a pass along the near side. Up top it goes and misses the intended target. And that is Barron. It goes all the way down the length of the ice. Chen out to set it up. Oh, that's not good. All right, Jackson through the neutral zone. And at the blue line, he gets stood up there, but he'll have an option down to the near corner. And we're back. Thank goodness. And over to the near side. It's Aldrich sending over to the far point. He's got Rose. Rose putting it along the far half-boards. Finds it for Jackson. Jackson back over to the corner. We have no internet. And up top it goes with a shot, and it's steered aside. I believe it was an ankle of a Frederick player that got in the way of that one. And it's going down the length of the ice as Patriots clear it over the stick there of Rose, and Rose is going to have to go back to chase it there as he's got some pressure from Guidy. Guidy picks it up. Guidy finds Strikars. Strikars taking a shot, doesn't get a full wrap on it. Stuck along the far circle and out into the neutral zone it goes. Missing Morning, and we got 50 seconds left on a Reebok hockey penalty kill. On the penalty, the 5-minute major. Oh, wow! Oh, baby. Melise just got run over by a freight train. That freight train's name was Barron. Barron being challenged right now. It was Noah Morning, but Barron will go off on a change. Now across the line is Stiles. Stiles. Back around over to the near corner he goes to Gregory Lane. Lane to Stiles. And a chance along the goal line now for Tibbs. Tibbs trying to set it up back door there. He tried to hook up with Travis Biggs. And it's cleared up into the neutral zone with 15 seconds left to kill. Stiles looking cross ice over to the front of his bench over to Biggs. And it's Rose with a shot, the save, the rebound, it's on the goal line.
He's got it.
Narowski reaches behind, holds on, and now we got some pushing and shoving up front. As there was a few too many blue players in the blue paint.
That's 2 points for a takedown, I believe.
2 points for the takedown and maybe 2 minutes as well. Strikars down on the ice. And he's talking back. Rose is getting patted out of the back, and he'll go off into the bench. And Water Wings will come out to neutral. Maybe make a decision here on who's going where. The roughing is the call. 17:22 left here.
Strikars for roughing.
And that's it.
And that's it. Wow. Strikars got taken down, and he gets a roughing call. Wow. This is...
Coaching staff wants to talk with Water Wings here to figure out how he came to his ruling. He's not coming.
I feel like I have a few questions as well.
Little is calling for the referee. He will not get his attention. He wants to talk. DeBow will do the talking. And now he's going to go deliver the explanation because the referee's afraid to go do it himself? I don't
would
know.
be too. That's two fascinating calls. Two guys in the box right now.
5-on-3 for the next 2 seconds. We're astounded here. Strikar's got body slammed and he gets penalized for it.
Potomac Patriots penalty number 4, Chad Strikar's 2 hits for roughing. Strikers, 2 for roughing at 17.
You all right?
On the rebound, penalty kill.
Sorry, I had something in my throat. Musty, trying to get a hold of it. Over to the far side, Melise. Trying to get around his man. Trying to get away from Tibbs. Tibbs staying on him there.
Melise is down there killing some time.
He is killing some time, but he's taking a beating.
They got a penalty for it.
And now the makeup call is on its way. And a hook is called. Credit to
Devin Melise.
Coach Newton and his call. He made the call from up here, and then Melise, of course, drawing the call.
I feel like that was a real team effort. I want to say hats off to this crew up here.
Everybody chips in. No, that was fine. Keep the volume up, man.
Fine work. It's your Sunday afternoon crew.
I'd say. We'll get the call in a minute here, but well, the horn it goes. So we're about to lose bandwidth again. Back over to the near side. Trying to chase it down. It's Crilly. Crilly getting popped from behind there.
Number 19, Robert Tibbs, 2 minutes for hooking. Tibbs, 2 for hooking at 16:54.
Oh, Crilly's going off.
And we got another call. Drew Crilly, and
He's gonna get the gate if he doesn't. Oh, there it is.
Well, it's unsportsmanlike, but how far of an unsportsmanlike call will it be? Will it be 2? Will it be 10? Will it be 2 and 10?
Dollars to donuts is 2 and 10.
Okay. And if that's the case, we'll have another man join him in the box there to cover the first end of that shift. But that is not the case. Well, yes, John's calling for an extra body to occupy, make it look overcrowded. We're overcrowding our prisons, Mr. Schrems. We're going to put another guy in that box.
Gotta let Pretzel Boy play, you know?
Apparently, it's only 2 minutes. So no worries. We're A-okay. All right. Slow and steady wins the race as it's 4-on-3 for the next minute. 16-20. And here comes a chance. Edgington. There's too many guys out there on the ice. Apparently there's some confusion. It's 4-on-4. It's okay. It's just going to wash it out. They decided to let it happen. Here comes a shot. Does not make its way through all the traffic. Edgington's going to chase it down over to the far corner. It's four-side hockey, but that clock says it's 4-on-3. Okie dokie. And now Biggs across the line. Feeds it ahead. Jackson in on goal. Biggs taking a shot.
Nice play.
Nice block. Here's his call.
2 minutes for a sportsmanlike conduct and a 10-minute discussion.
So a couple of things are wrong. There's nobody in there to serve Crilly's 2. And also they have it on the clock, but there's 4-side out there on the ice. All sorts of chaos. Along the far half boards.
I believe you said it best, though. They kind of make up the rules as they go along
It's
here.
barnyard hockey. Barron, now we're at 5-on-4. It's a man advantage for Potomac somehow.
Somebody's got to signal the ref.
Somebody's got to say something. Because, yeah. I am totally unclear as to what's going on here.
Strikers is up.
Strikers, 2-on-2 across the line. Strikers looking, takes a shot right into the glove of Chen.
That would be the
And
opportunity.
now, let's have a discussion.
Buzz him, Johnny.
And the linesman now having a discussion. It should be 4-on-4 for the next 4 seconds, but, well, we'll just let it slide.
Correction, that's just a 10-minute penalty. Not a 2-minute penalty for Drew Crilly.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, we're good.
Okay, we're fine now. Well, Water Wings has got to speak a little bit louder, I'm sure. I have no idea what the deal is. And it's cleared down. Here comes the breakaway chance. No, he's not going to make it there in time. It's going to be Maggie with it up front. Here's a chance, a setup in the slot. And
That's off.
the net is off. 14:43 left here in the second. 2-1 Frederick.
Penalty box back.
We lose bandwidth every 5 seconds.
Wash it all down with an assist for a thirst-quenching Gatorade or
I wrote this one all by myself, and I'm proud of it.
Sounds like a 2:33 o'clock feeding
You
writing.
got it. It's my evening hankering. As Frederick has about 10 guys out on the ice.
Now, is that too many men?
No.
Or is that a 5-minute major for too many men?
It's a 5-minute major for too many men. We make things up as we go. All right. Let's tee this one up, shall we? 14:40 left here in the second. It's going to be a late one. Here's a shot, a pad save. Narowski kicking it over to the far boards. There is no power play for either side at this point. It is nothing but even strength hockey.
Shots
Finally.
23 to 8. Sorry, trying to do two things at once here.
Yeah? Don't chew gum. That might just throw everything off. Jordan Graves doing some work. Working overtime there as he has it stripped away from him by James Stiles. It's over to the near side point. Musty trying to play it down low, but instead it's tapped back out by Frederick, and they're going to come back the other way on a breakout with Maggie. Maggie backhanding it to the front. I hope I'm pronouncing that man's name correctly. And it's Stroud. I beg your pardon, Kashab across the line. Jordan Graves getting the drop pass over for Paquin. Paquin looking, taking a shot, a diving effort there by Rose.
Here we go.
Now somebody dropped their stick just to throw the gloves around, and they're just going to separate them and no calls will be made.
I believe that's 7 minutes for tripping. There's a 7-minute major for tripping.
You know, he dropped his stick, went for the head contact. Last weekend, that would have been a 5 in a game.
For a one-man fight.
For a one-man
And it
fight.
did happen last weekend.
It was last weekend. Are we going to get 5 for fighting? What is that noise? Well, he's going to the box.
That's on the power play. Here we go.
Benson Lieberman. Oh.
Josh Barron having himself a nice year on...
Benson Lieberman, UMBC.
Oh, is that where it was
Yes.
from? There you
He
go.
played for UMBC for a little bit there. Did camera work for me about 2 years ago. Did a fine job.
Frederick Freeze penalty, number 28, Benson Lieberman.
Oh!
Lieberman 2 for roughing at 15:46.
You switched the headsets. I blasted you, not me, for that call.
That's fair.
Lieberman, 2 for roughing. I thought it was a 5-minute fight for sure. And now, going the distance with it is James Wadier. Along the half boards, he stops, he looks, he sends it up top to Strykars. Strykars looking for a lane. He finds Melise at the top here. Over to the near circle for Edgington. Down low into the corner. Half boards he goes with a pass down low. Playing a little catch with the bow. Edgington. Over to the top of the far circle. Strykars back over for Edgington. Edgington doesn't find a lane. Strykars does! Oh, and he gets it just wide. Looking for a deflection up front. He doesn't have it. Back over to the near side now. Edgington trying to play it up over to the far circle. Comes up top for Strykars. And that one ping-pongs down low. And it'll come around the boards. Plays that bounce. And it works in favor of Frederick. And it's cleared down the ice. 1 minute on the cross-ice feed power play. CrossIceFeed.com. Narowski having a bit of time. Trying to wrap it around. Oh, my goodness. Barron looking for the hat trick. If he can get a weirder hat trick, I don't... Yeah, that would be it right there. Stripping the goalie of a puck to get his third goal. Second one off the back, and the first one 20 seconds in. That would have been quite a trio. Up top, Edgington could not keep it in at the blue line. He's being pressured by Barron. Melise got taken down from behind by Rose. He'll go off on a change, and we're just waiting for DeBow to tag back up on side, but Guidey went in, and we'll get the stoppage with 12:15 left here in a second. 2-1 Frederick, 29 seconds left. Honor Lieberman penalty for the cross-ice feed power play.
Narowski taking a page out of Turco's book on that one.
Yeah.
Just kind of wandering back there, doing his own thing.
That's USPHL.
He almost got burned for it, but recovered all right.
Folks, need to get your car ready for the winter roads ahead? Go to mytechautoinc.com. That's MyTech Automotive, located here in Woodbridge, Virginia. Check them out and book your appointment today. Back along over to the near side for Alex Stroud. Across the line, he'll go. Have a line of attack, if you will. They all lined up there at the blue line, coming in with Guidey. Now taking a shot. Nobody there in the slot just yet. He'll get another try at it, though. Guidey looking. Sends that one over to Musty. Musty shoveling it down over to the far corner. Sent around by Stroud. He'll get a return pass there from Graves. Back down to Graves. Graves looking. Back up top. We're back to even strength. Over for Guidey, who takes a shot. Chen to save the rebound. No rebound coming. He'll sweep it up into the glove. No opportunity there with 11:38 left in the second. 2-1 Frederick. Dirty Deeds done dirt cheap.
And not a bad save by Chen there. Not a lot going on with that man advantage for the Potomac Patriots. Got a couple shots on goal, but
Some
easy
good
saves for
cycling.
Chen. Yeah, they cycled well. They got the puck down there, but no points for cycling well.
Oh, Davis shot blocked up front. It's loose and it squirts over to the near circle. Trying to keep it in down there is Delaney. Delaney for Paquin. Paquin, far corner. They're set up like a power play, but we're back to even strength. Far circle, turnaround shot by Delaney, steered aside by Chen. Delaney scooping it back behind the goal. It'll be picked up there by Stiles. Sent along the dasher, not out, kept in there by Davis. Down to the corner and trying to work his way to the top there is Paquin. That one bounces its way out into the slot area. Nobody there to gun it home, and it'll be the Freeze stifling the attack of the Patriots and sending it out the other way. 11 minutes to go here in a second. 2-1. Frederick holding on to that lead. Patriots have not led at all in this game. As we mentioned before, the Frederick Freeze struck 20 seconds into this contest. Then had a weird goal on a breakaway. Up and over the back of Narowski, and of course Strykar's goal.
Short-handed
on a breakaway. Did a fine job on that one. 10:44 left here in a second. We're just rolling on next weekend to home and home against Richmond. Set up the same way as this Frederick home and home for these Empire guys, but we'll also have Elite as well next weekend here at the Prince William Ice Center on Sunday. We'll be back here in the barn. Point shot and a save by Narowski. Oh, baby. That one had ice. He's having a little bit of trouble. He knocks off the net. When you're in trouble, knock off the net.
It's a rule of thumb for any goaltender.
I'd say so.
First rule in that camp.
Yeah. He left his twig behind there and kind of got his leg cut up in the twine, and what do you know? He gets a stoppage. 10:39 left here in a second. Quite a contest here. And trying to break away. Ian Edgington. Always plays with a little bit of an edge in his game, if you will. 3-on-2. He's leading the charge. Takes his shot. The save, the rebound.
That's off.
Chen that made the save.
Just a little bit.
And Strikers pumping some iron off of the moorings, and we get a stoppage play. 10:24 left here in a second.
Going back to what I was saying before, Josh Barron with 18 points now in the season in 12 games played.
Yeah.
Not too shabby.
Well, we don't have the stats from last night.
Oh, that's right. They haven't been posted yet.
No.
I'm assuming he was in on a few points last night as well.
I would presume so, yes. Wadier taking a shot, goes wide. Trying to pick it up behind the dasher there, but Edgington chop at it. A bouncing puck. Almost a 2-on-1 the other way, but Wadier is going to get ahead of his man. Wadier is going to take his man to town there as he takes him into the boards. Puck floating out to the blue line and out.
There we go.
And
There's a trip.
He's hauled down out in the neutral zone. Malise trying to get to the puck. Tries to strip Jackson of it, but he'll touch it up. And if this were the NHL, that neutral zone breakaway attempt, if you get hauled down in the neutral zone, you do get awarded a penalty shot.
That's true. That's
what a clear advantage.
That's what Coach Creech over here is saying.
Yeah.
I think.
No, nobody's going to get it?
I think Coach is calling for the 5-minute trip.
The 5-minute trip?
5-minute trip.
No, that's a penalty shot.
That's what that means.
Yes, this is a 5-minute trip.
Do you smell what The Rock is cooking? He's cooking a 5-minute trip.
What's this? Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Oh, is that what it was? Taking us back here.
Oh, Lordy.
Penalty number 43, Ray Rose. 2 minutes for hooking. Rose for hooking on the cross-ice power play.
He clearly had a lane, but we'll let him call it a hook, and we'll let it turn into a cross-ice feed power play. 9:40 left here in a second. 1:40 left on that cross-ice feed power play. CrossIceFeed.com for more details, or follow us on Twitter at CrossIceFeed. Across the line they go. And trying to find an opening here. There's Guidey, who gets spun around like a top. And it's sent along the boards. Up to the blue line, just outside the blue line. It's Musty. Guidey will go in and clean things up. Potter, man in the blue line here. As Guidey trying to go on his backhand there, trying to cut to the inside, but he gets popped pretty hard there as this one goes down to Narowski. And he'll set it up here for yet another break with Musty. 1 minute to go on the cross-ice feed power play. Kassab deflects it down. No icing. Lane sending it off the backboard. Strikars stopping it up in the far corner. Strikars looking at options here. Up top it goes to Edgington. Top of the umbrella he goes. Over to the Strikars. Far circle. Strikars pulls the trigger. Chen to save the rebound. Pops over his pad. Goes back behind the cage. Trying to set it back up into that far circle. Now Strikars looking. He's got Edgington waiting. Over to the near circle. He goes for Wadier. Wadier looking for a lane. Back over to that far circle. He finds Strikars, who pulls the trigger, and it's stopped up front. Jackson got in the way of that one. DeBow applying some pressure now. Strikars trying to dig it free. 25 seconds left to go on the man advantage. 8:25 left here in a second. 2-1 Frederick. Patriots looking to knot it up here on the man advantage. DeBow finds Wadier wide open. Wadier to the back door. He tried to set up a backdoor feed for Delaney. or strikers, anybody that would punch it home, but it goes off into the corner, still active in the offensive zone here. Up top, Edgington with the waning seconds of this man advantage. Down, long, the far post, the shot, the save, Chen. The rebound sent out over to the far half boards and cleared up to the blue line and out, where it's picked up at the red line, and the Freeze return to full strength. 7:50 left here in the second. A couple of golden opportunities for Potomac, but they stay off the scoreboard on that man advantage.
They got their shot count up to 14 now. 29-14 in favor of Frederick.
Not too bad.
Not too
Getting better.
bad.
That was 6 in this frame? Or 7?
I believe it's 7 now.
All right. Potter putting it ahead now. Jackson coming across the line. He gets stonewalled there by Wadier. And Musty will steer out through neutral. Far side of the neutral zone he goes. He'll launch this one in. Chen. Well, let's stick it back. He'll turn it over to Guidey for the moment, and Guidey's going to track it down there over to the far half boards. Going a little twang. And now it's Paquin on his backhand. Opts to go over to the near side. He'll stay with it on his backhand. Oh, ding, fries are done off the crossbar. Paquin staying with it. And he gets double teamed here. He's getting some support from Guidey. We'll guide it off into the corner for
Slot.
Musty.
Oh,
Center
beautiful.
slot. No, Morning in on goal. Oh, and a backhand, and it's a save by Chen. He crashes the net. The save was made. What a beautiful setup. But the result, the end result, is not a goal.
We saw that from all the way up here, developing from the corner all the way out in front of the net. You just want just a little bit more.
It was a Picasso
on that pass, just a little bit more out into the center on that pass. He kind of floated it there, but nonetheless, a scoring opportunity for these Patriots, trying to get something going here before the end of the second period here. 6:53 left to go.
It's killing me. There
No
should have
man
been at
advantage.
least 2 or 3 goals out of all those opportunities. Right in on Chen. He makes a save again, swept around. Or around the horn it goes. Noah Morning will catch up with it in the front of the Freeze bench. He'll go over for Zach Davis deep inside of his own zone along the near wing for Paquin. Paquin having trouble with it. He had a great couple of opportunities, did he not? Here comes Musty. Taking her shot. Chen the save, the rebound.
Grab it.
Feed it to the front, and an open man or two could not slap it home. And this one misses everybody and goes down into the far corner of the Patriots zone.
And this team's got the right idea right now. They just need something to give them an opportunity to bury it. It's a lot of missed opportunities here.
Kind of putting it ahead now for Delaney. Delaney to the outside, trying to put it in on the inside there. Trying to set up somebody in the slot, but that's clear back, go along the near wall. Davis taking a long shot. The toss goes past everybody, down over for Zayatsiev. Zayatsiev, I'm sure, was benched intentionally after a couple of heated moments that led to a couple of penalties. Now he's back out on the ice. Delaney.
Definitely has a feisty personality, but he's got to find a way to keep that in check just a little bit.
Yeah, I'd say so. And, he's a bit on the shorter side with 5'7", so a little firecracker is Edgington will win out the ice call. And it'll be icing charge to Frederick. 5:44 left here in the second. Hey, fans, you want to get back out there on the ice? That old sports injury nagging you. You need Mid-County Physical Therapy. Go to midcountypt.com to schedule your appointment today.
Or visit sjsu.com for more details.
Face off to the right of Chen. A sloppy face off of that. Freeze will walk away with it when sending it down the length of the ice. This one will come back another icing as Drew Curley will get there first at the hash marks. 5:35 left in the second. I can't stop thinking about that breakaway opportunity that almost turned into a 5-minute major hooking. It should have been a penalty shot in my mind, but I'm going to let it go.
That's why you're up here, not down there.
Patriots win the face-off. A bouncer into the slot, cleared away by Frederick. Now sent along over to the near boards along the wing for Aldrich. Aldrich looking for an opportunity to send it up front. And it's stripped away by Potomac. Potomac for Strikers now. 2-on-2 the other way. Strikers could not get it complete on that pass, but eventually it made its way to its intended target, and that one did not make the target as it went wide of the near post. Aldrich taking it the other way. By his lonesome, he's trying to get away from 3 Patriots, and he had it poked away from him. Edgington will find it in the far corner. They'll go over to the near corner with the puck now, over for DeBow. DeBow with a return pass over to that same side for Edgington. Edgington being shadowed by Norris. DeBow. And his pass got chopped down, but still goes to Malise. Malise spinning it around. Goes off the side of the net and back over to the near corner. Frederick will get there first. Up along the backhand pass along the near wing for Barron, who's looking for his hat trick. Barron, top of the slot, drops off
nice
the pass.
Defense.
Nice back checking there. 2-on-2 the other way. Strikers trying to take Portman to the outside. He does. He cuts to the inside, coming in on goal, and he has it poked away at the last second.
Oh, wow.
Wowee. Oh, that did not look pretty. Chen has been run into how many times in the last 10 minutes?
Yeah, he's getting run pretty good, and
And somebody's got their bell rung back behind the net.
the defenders in front of him aren't coming back and sticking up for him either. Usually that's an instantaneous hand to the face. You're a defender, but, nothing doing here from Frederick. Maybe they're taking the high road on this one, not looking to draw a penalty, not looking to go a man down here with 4:24 left to go in the second period.
Is that Jack that was rattled there?
I believe so.
Man, he keeps crashing hard.
Definition of a true power forward, if you must.
Kamikaze forward, if you will. Going diving into there. That one kept in at the near blue line, but who gets popped there by Barron. Oh, man. And Kassab down low, working it. He might have. No Morning with a point shot. That one did not elevate, so they cleared out into the neutral zone where Norris, a good solid hockey name, trying to make a pass, but Wadier got in the way of that one. And it's turned over and it poked away at that. Briefly, Travis Biggs had an opportunity, but Alex Stroud has it now. With a drop pass up top, Noah Morning pulls the trigger and he couldn't get it past the defender up front. And now a 2-on-1 back the other way. With it is Norris and Barron. Norris backhanding it, trying to work his way to the front there, and he was tied up nicely by the Patriots defenders. Well, actually, it was Wadier pitching back, helping out. Great back check work there. So it goes past Morning around the corner. He's without a twig right now. Fed to the front,
nice
saved by Narowski. We have a whistle and a shot by Norris after the fact, but the net is off. And we'll get the stoppage with 3:23 left here in the second, 2-1. Frederick holding on to that lead for the longest time. To remind fans that Patriots hockey is sponsored by MyTech Automotive. Get that car ready for those winter roads ahead. If it's anything like last year, you're going to want to see the folks over at MyTech Automotive. Visit them on the web at mytechautoinc.com to schedule your appointment today. Face-off, one back up top. Rose taking a shot, stick save, and out of play off of Narowski. 3:18 remains. This one's starting to really slow down. We had a lot of energy going down in the offensive zone for the Patriots, but now it's back inside their own zone. They're methodically kind of keeping them to the outside, forcing them to take the shots, but when they get inside, they're knocking the net off at every opportunity. The point shot goes well wide over to the near side. Now Musty will clean it up here as he comes out in the neutral zone along the near wing. Using the dasher, he sends it down low, back behind Chen. And it was left there, turned over, up top, Musty shoots, and a save by Chen, went right in on him. Yeah, this is the easiest saves to make. It's when you shoot it right at you.
It's true, nobody in the lane offering a deflection, a distraction, anything. They got to get somebody down there, maybe put Strykars in front of the net. He's got the decent enough frame in order to get the goaltender a little agitated. Use that Eric Lindros mentality.
3:01 left here in the second, 2-1 Frederick as the Patriots try to move it up top to the point. Paquin. Yeah, he's tied up at the moment right now with Jackson. Support there from Lane, who frees it out over to the open wing for Rose. Rose guiding up in the neutral zone. Edgington will stop it up at center red. As he'll go back into his own zone for Crilly. Crilly played it off the body of Tibbs. He'll have to go back and retreat to the near corner. So it goes over to the far corner for Edgington. Paquin didn't see it there for a moment, but Guidey will come in to support. Guidey getting around his man. Guidey still with it. Looking to the front. Comes over to the near post. And he waits. He takes a look. And he waited too long. And now Freeze will chip it out in the neutral zone. Edgington with the return clearing. And Chen setting it up behind the cage for Jackson. Coming down to 2:10 left here in the second. Patriots keeping it alive. The pass behind the back. Musty was out of his reach. Jackson will steal it away. Jackson will lead it the other way for Frederick into Potomac territory. Back behind the goal line. He gets checked into the boards. Wadier on his backhand plays it off the back of the net. Lane somehow makes it up top for Tibbs, who takes a long distance shot. It goes wide. The rebound of it.
Save.
Well, it goes underneath. Narowski, who's going to make snow angels and holds on for the faceoff with 1:50 to go here in the second frame. 32-20 shots in favor of Frederick, along with that 2-1 score here at the Prince William Ice Center, located in Woodbridge, Virginia, 5180 Dale Boulevard. Check out the website, pwice.com, for stick and shoot schedules, public skate schedules, and much, much more. Shrems, what do you got?
A lot of good opportunities this quarter.
Oh, yeah,
This period
Sunday.
for Potomac. Over a lot of errant passes too. A lot of drop passes to nobody. Sometimes you don't want to be too cute with the puck. Sometimes you got to play simple hockey. I think Potomac, in order to get this next goal, they got to keep things nice and simple. Drive hard to the
going to the
net.
box.
Okay,
Sorry, I had to cut you off there.
that's fair. No, I didn't see it either.
Oh, and so is Rose? Or is he getting a locker room key? And he's getting a locker room key. Oh, boy. So we got Wadier 5 minutes for tripping. Rose 10 minutes for sneezing. Shot right off the draw. And we got coincidental minors, or how does that work?
2 and 10 for Frederick.
But why would the 2 minutes be up there for Wadier? Let's get the call.
That's fair.
Potomac Patriots penalty number 76, James Wakier, 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. Wakier, 2 for unsportsmanlike conduct at 1:50.
Well, we're confused as to why there's 2 minutes up there on the board. The Potomac side, but Delaney takes a shot, and Zaitsev looking for that rebound, but it went airborne and out to the neutral zone, cleared in. And Zach Davis couldn't get it deep enough, so Frederick will play it out in the neutral zone, turned over to Delaney. Tagged up is Cunniff. Delaney on his backhand, coming in on goal, and Chen makes a save, and he'll paw it down with 1 minute left here in a second. 1:10 left on the Wadier penalty up there on the board.
The Potomac Patriots are proudly partnered with the Potomac Prospects and Prince William Hockey Club. Visit
We need an explanation here. What are you doing? Do you want to come up a little bit more?
Yeah, I'm going to at the intermission.
Crank it.
No, I'm going to do it at the intermission.
Oh, okay. Brian Schramm's assisting on camera here,
Ugh.
looking for money for an anniversary gift. Coming up on his 1-year wedding anniversary.
Donations at paypal.crossicefeed.com.
Oh, a wraparound try there. Couldn't stuff it home. Chen held his post, and now Frederick will come back the other way. And a dump in.
penalty also at 1:50 was Joshua Aldrich, number 48, another 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct.
But why is he gone?
Now
they
it's
took
off
it
the
off.
board. Yeah.
Okay, good.
So he just decided he wanted to go to the dressing room a little early. Here comes a chance, and a shot
Oh.
goes wide. Over to the near side now. It just didn't bounce its way up the strike card, so it's back behind the goal line. Trying to work for it here. Now it's DeBow. Backhanding it, trying to find strike cars.
Correction, number 43, Ray Rose, with the unsportsmanlike conduct.
And there's John again. He's going to call the play over the public address.
He'd do it.
He would.
You
He
won't
really
do
would.
it, Johnny.
No, you won't. And now it's over to the far corner. And it's trapped there. 5 seconds remains here. We may be going to the dressing room down the goal here, but no less, I got to give Potomac a lot of credit for that penalty, or for that period, I beg your pardon.
Yeah,
Lot
they
of
hung tough. Definitely hung tough in that
They
period.
did.
Still being outshot by quite a bit.
Yep.
But regardless, it's still within reach. A tie game is definitely what we'd like to see here.
Stay tuned, everybody. Third period of what should be an exciting finish here at the Prince William Ice Center as Frederick has a 2-1 lead on your Potomac Patriots in this USPHL Empire contest. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Prince William Ice Center here in Woodbridge, Virginia. David Stearns joined alongside Brian Schrems. And that's it, really.
Well,
Well, third period action, 2-1. Frederick, Patriots looking to answer.
yeah, fascinating there in the second period. Good, yeah, okay. good back and forth action. Good scoring opportunities for Potomac. Not able to bury them, but they definitely had the power play clicking there for a little while. Good cycling. Couple good quality scoring chances. Just couldn't beat Chen, but I think we're going to sing a different tune here in the third period. I think they're going to get one quick here to set the reset.
It's going to be Ave Maria or Amazing Grace. Both are pretty uplifting and good moments.
What?
You said they're going to be singing a different tune. That's kind of different, isn't it? Sorry, I grew up in a Catholic school. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. We'll just leave it at that. Face off, one back to Drew Crilly. Crilly looking to lead the charge here. He spends most of his time up at the elite level. We're going to do some work down here for Empire. Edgington at center red. Had it turned over there for a second. Barron still looking for his third goal, Mr. Schrems.
Got a quick one there 20 seconds into the game, and then a fluke goal off the goaltender's back. Hey, nothing since then. They've kind of contained him, held him in check.
A goal's a goal on the score sheet. They don't care how it gets in there as long as it's in there legitimately. Oh, and, well, don't tell that to John LeClaire. Or Brett Hull, for that matter. Guidey in front of the Frederick bench launches that one to the front. Try to play it off of a man there. That man in the way was Zach Poorman. Down low, Muskie coming to the front. Backhand shot. Chen to save the rebound. Kicked off over to the far corner. Trying to lead it over to that far side. The Patriots trying to gain control of it here to keep the offense going inside the Frederick zone. We are at five-a-side hockey. Wadier is in the box, waiting to return with this coincidental minor.
And he's the only one in the box.
He certainly is. I thought he was in there with somebody else at the same time. I thought Rose should be in there, but I could be wrong. Sent around the horn. Back behind the cage, though, it's stuck. It continues to be stuck. Now it's going to be cleared free there by Frederick. Up top, Russell looking for a lane. Russell pulls the trigger and it goes well wide. Over to the far side now along the half boards, backhanded and kept in along those half boards. The stick of Josh Barron, and now we have some tangling up along those far half boards, and somebody's asking if the referees are comedians. Or clown, whichever. Noah Morning trying to work for it down there with Melise. Melise trying to work with it here. Morning still got a stick on it. Melise had a bouncer. Russell had it for a second. Kicked over to Lane. Out through neutral now off the stick of Robert Tibbs. Back down. Narowski with it. Noah Morning going back over to the same side. Here is Melise. Melise looking for an option. Through center now. He finds an outlet pass up for DeBow. DeBow getting around Jackson. Taking him to the outside there. Far circle takes a shot. Misses the mark. That thing had some power behind it, and it makes its way out into the neutral zone. Aldrich coming back one-on-one. Edgington pokes up. Shot right in. Narowski makes a save. No rebound coming, and he holds on. 17:33 left here in the third. 2-1 Frederick. Patriots hockey is partly partnered with the Prince William Hockey Club and the Potomac Prospects. Visit pwhockey.com for more details on these great development and youth hockey programs. Face off to the right of Narowski. Down line over to the near side now, along the half boards and up. Kasab turning around, looking for it there. Picked away by Lieberman. Lieberman winds up, takes a shot. Hits the Monumental Network advertising and out. Linesman helping out Frederick there. Kasab taking out his man. Puck left there along the blue line. And a chance now for Lieberman. In on goal. Lieberman shoots. Saved by Narowski. The rebound.
Great save. Great line. Back checking too there in the defense.
17 minutes left here in the third. Time running out for the Patriots. They want to tie this one up and move into the driver's seat for a lead. They've had plenty of offensive opportunities. Now they're seemingly trapped back inside their own zone. But now they find a way out. It's Ian Edgington. He'll dump it in. We'll get some changes there, right? No, just the one. The rest of the guys will stay out there. Kasab, Graves, and Stroud up front. Crilly on the back end with Wadier. And it's Frederick methodically moving out of their own zone. Turned over to Cuniff. Cuniff will slap it right back in. Back along over the far corner. Cuniff challenging his man, who takes a shot up along the high glass and out. Back with it now along the near side. Zaitsev with the pass out of his reach. It's Cuniff. With it behind him, he'll tag up with Zaitsev, but no matter, it's the freeze that'll clear it out. Wadier across the line, onside. Comes in, takes a shot, and he misses the blocker side high. Goes along over to the far boards. Frederick, Poorman over to the near side. Finds it for Barron. Barron having trouble with it. Stays on the blue line, but squeaks out. Zaitsev getting away from one check. Kicks it in, onside. Delaney coming in with it. Bouncing through a few feet there. Far circle. Pass being called for Noah Morning. He'll get it. Morning takes a shot, tries to get it through the feet of Norris, but it bounces over to the near corner. And Zaitsev putting it over to an open wing. So open that not a single Potomac Patriots there. Delaney will kick it in. He'll keep it in on a first try. Second try, Frederick will get it out in the neutral zone. Turned over and slapped right back in by Wadier. Back with it now, Zach Poorman. He'll lead the breakout with 15-20 left here in the third. With back and forth action, scooped up by J.C. Paquin. Paquin trying to backhand it around out in the neutral zone, but it's kept in by Barrett, who's got the 2 Frederick goals that we've talked about so far in this game. And away with it now is Guidey. Ahead for Musty. Musty on his backhand to the goal. Takes a shot. The save. The rebound. It's loose along the near post. I don't know how the heck it ended up over there, but it somehow found its way into the corner. And fighting forward now. Guidey into no man's land. What happens there, we don't know. Up top, Ian Edgington. He'll keep it in along the blue line. Down along the half boards. Guidey trying to take a bad angle, low percentage shot. Got blocked up front immediately. Crilly down over the corner. Goes past Musty, and it's going to be scooped up and taken by Jackson. And Jackson getting it around J.C. Paquin. Ian Edgington pinching it from the point, keeping it active for the Patriots inside the offensive zone. But Jackson's going to have to go back to the opposite side, where there's a little bit more room to breathe. And Jackson will have to retreat back to his own zone as Paquin put it in there for a moment. He goes off on a change. Through center, back along the right wing, it's Lane. Gregory Lane getting around Ian Edgington. Drew Crilly will go chasing after it off into the far corner along the half boards, trying to feed it up onto the stick of Micah DeBow. He had it poked away from him for a moment. Now finally it's squeezed out in the neutral zone as the Patriots make some changes. Rose into the near side now, back over to the far side. Jackson jumping away from a check there from Strikars. Jackson across the line, works his way around Wadier, looking, trying to get it through the feet of Melise. Melise outplays him there, and he puts the puck up along that floating twig and out into the neutral zone. And it goes back into the freeze zone, and an open man. Here comes Robert Tibbs. Tibbs winds up, takes his shot. Oh, did he miss the mark? And the bouncer up front, the rebound. A chance now and a pad save by Narowski. Couple of great opportunities for Frederick, but it still remains 2-1. Melise to DeBow.
Offside?
Delayed offside it is. Melise will tag up here. Frederick has 4 of their 5 guys into their own zone. Through center now, up ahead for Tibbs. Tibbs had a breakaway a moment ago, gunned it over the net. And a juicy rebound up front wouldn't go either. Russell keeping it in, far blue line, and we'll have a whistle. And we'll never know what he just said because he's very inaudible out there on the ice. 13:01 left here in the third. 2-1. Frederick, next weekend we're back here with Richmond and a home and home. We'll be down in Richmond on Saturday, but we'll be back up here Sunday. I lied, we won't be there Sunday. They will be. I don't feel like traveling down that stretch of 95. And off the side of the net it goes. And another chance, trying to wrap it along the short side. And a shot blocked up front. Jordan Graves trying to find it up ahead now for Alex Stroud, but it's out of his reach. And it'll be met there by Bertolatis. Bertolatis putting it ahead now for Lieberman. Lieberman on his backhand to his forehand off from the corner, trying to peel away from Alex Stroud and James Wadiak. Stroud will find it along the half boards. 2-on-2 the other way. He's got Jordan Graves. Stroud getting around his man off into the far corner. He'll get taken to the boards. 12:25 left here in the third. Looking for the equalizer are these Potomac Patriots. That's Jordan Graves outworking his man who lost his twig. Kassab trying to put it up to the blue line, but it's picked off there by Derek Potter. Potter working around one. Coming in on the offside.
Just a bit offside.
Colin Maggie, Newmarket, Maryland native, was just a step inside. I have the sudden urge to raise a particular roof, but I won't.
Call Dave Stearns for all your structural needs. If you need a roof raised, Dave Stearns is your man.
Dave at crossicefeed.com. Well, it's David at crossicefeed.com. Thanks for using my formal full name, my first name at least. Dave is a surfer version of me, and Portman will send it around over to the far side. And it's out in the neutral zone. Patriots looking to re-enter. And over to the near corner it goes. Delaney couldn't get there first. So it's sent around. James Stiles working with Norris. Norris drops it off there. Stiles comes away with it now. And Stiles just kind of going uncontested there, taking a shot. Slot. And another chance up front. And Narowski, man, he is working for it here. 37 shots he's seen.
Narowski's earning his paycheck this week. Holy
I would say so. Here comes Delaney. Curling away from his man along the half boards. Norris setting it down there for Zaitsev, and his feet it goes. Zaitsev trying to poke away at it there, but not moving his feet, and so that will result in Frederick clearing the zone and all the way down to the Patriots' territory it goes. Drew Crilly will have it on his backhand over for Edgington. who's anxiously awaiting for it in the corner. Up ahead now along the wing. Zaitsev had his pocket pick. Here comes a chance now. Barron. Whoa, what a couple of moves there. He still maintains control. Did he really go from foot to stick? Really? It's incredible.
Perhaps he might have.
Great hand-eye coordination, but nonetheless, Potomac Patriots will break out now. Along the near side for Drew Crilly. Way up into the play. He goes. Crilly sets it up in the slot for Guidey. And the puck just kind of bouncing around there. Nobody having a solid opportunity on goal here. It goes off into the corner. Feeding along the side of the net. And that's Paquin. Paquin trying to backhand it up to the point, but is cut off by Norris and sent down to the Patriots zone. Wadier stopping, turning, feeding over to the near wing. Musty putting on some speed here. Musty drags through one, tries to put the shot on, but it was out of his reach. Off back behind the goal line. Guidey trying to get away from Jackson. Jackson trying to retreat back behind his tender. Being annoyed there by Guidey. Now he's got Musty to contend with, so he'll give up the puck along the near side. And a nice poke there, keeping it active. Guidey working with Morning now. Guidey feeds it over to the far circle with a shot. Oh, and he just misses the net. That was Josh Musty from the far circle. Kept active along the near side boards. And a chance now. Paquin takes a shot. He misses the glove side high. Wadier keeping it in front of the Freeze bench. Musty, half boards, getting hooked up by Lane.
Pats are buzzing.
And this one way out of the reach, but it's going to be caught up here by Morning. Finds it through the feet of Aldrich, but this one's going to be launched to the air. Gloved down nicely by Morning, preventing a breakaway opportunity up to the blue line. And it'll be tapped in, but not far enough in as Packwood couldn't get it down low, as the Freeze will ice this one down, and they will be denied their changes. 9:20 left here in the third. 2-1 Frederick. Patriots hockey is proudly sponsored by Threads Inc. of Dumfries, Virginia. For your sports embroidery needs, that's threads-inc.com. Check them out. Locally owned and family operated here in Northern Virginia. Make those sweaters look sweet. Face off to the right of Mr. Chen. Alex Chen, the 98 from Potomac, Maryland. Malise taking a shot. It's loose up front on the rebound. Oh, and it floated towards the far post. And scooped away. Kept in there by Edgington. Edgington stepping it in. Shoot! Yeah. Scores! Wilma! It's tied at 2. 9:05 left here in the third.
You kind of had that feeling that the pressure was building up to something big, and it definitely has in a big way. Potomac ties this game at 2 apiece. Just a flurry of activity these last 2.5, 3 minutes. And, you know, when a team's buzzing like that old NHL 2004 adage, the momentum, you got to build the momentum inside the zone. Good things will happen.
Haven't played that in a while.
Oh, well, yeah, I think we just saw a little bit of that action out there right now.
Wow, that game's 10 years old.
Oh, my goodness.
97 is even older. It's 14 years old. Or no, wait, I can't do math correctly.
No. Just stick to the game.
Yeah, I don't know how to do math good.
You're no good at that.
2-2 is your score. We've hit the reset button.
Patriots goal! Scored by number 4, Jack Straycon. Assisted by number 77, Ian Edgington. That's Straycon from Edgington at 9:05.
How about a penalty?
Hey, how about a penalty? How about a cross-ice feed power play? Even better, Lieberman's going to the box. Good guy. I'm gonna have to catch up with him after the game. Really nice gentleman.
If you're gonna pile it on, now would be the time to do so. You're coming off a goal, got an opportunity to bury another one here with the man advantage.
8:55 left here in the third. Patriots working that momentum that Mr. Schrems talked so much about. Here's the call.
For Freeze penalty, number 28, Benson Lieberman, 2 minutes for slashing. Lieberman 2 for slashing at 8:55 on the cross-ice speed power play.
And we got a high stick here, and a face-off will come all the way back inside the Patriots zone. 1:46 left on that cross-ice feed power play. CrossIceFeed.com. More information on sports broadcasting here in the DC Metro region. 8:41. See if they can get one here on the man advantage.
Strykar's paying dividends here tonight.
Looking for a Hattie. Is he out there? Yes,
he needs
is.
a power play goal, and he's got the even strength. He's got the power play and the shorthanded.
Oh man,
This is it. Is there a thing for that?
Yeah,
Got a name for that?
I think Lemieux may have scored 5 different ways. Here's a point shot, and it's blocked up front. Drew Crilly, the rebound, it's bouncing. It's pinballing everywhere, but it finds its way out into the neutral zone. I actually think that's a trivia question that John may have the answer to it. I believe it is Mario Lemieux scored 5 ways, 5 different ways in a game. Edgington, across the line. Far half boards, he goes into the corner. He'll stop, look, sends it up top. Strikers.
Is the 5th empty net?
Or Crilly, I'm sorry, what's that?
Is the 5th empty net?
Yes.
Okay.
Over to the far circle. Strikers taking a shot and a diving effort there, and it's batted away and sent out in the neutral zone and down into the Patriots' territory.
40 ticks left in the man advantage here. Got to make something quick.
And it's up along the far wing now. The pass set ahead for Josh Musty across the line. Musty winds up, takes a shot, and it's blocked by Jackson, deflecting out in the protective netting, and we'll get the stoppage. 31 seconds left on the cross-ice feud power play. Patriots hockey is powered by Reebok. Visit ReebokHockey.com. The official sponsor of penalty kills, but right now we're on a power play. Here's Guidey taking the face-off. He wins it. Musty to Stroud. Alex Stroud with it. Back over to Musty along the half boards. Over to the far circle, top of the circle. He had a second there to make a decision. Musty taking a shot there. That was Wadier. Now, I don't know. Should he have taken that shot? I think he did a fine job there, setting up a great opportunity up front as we come down to 10 seconds left on the man advantage. Musty. Waiting, looking, creeping in. Sends it. Looking backdoor, trying to find Wadier. Now we're back to 5-a-side hockey as we come down to 6:55 left here in the third. 2-2 score. Musty, far corner. We are even strength. Musty getting a return pass behind the cage, trying to wrap it around on his backhand. He'll curl over to his forehand, feeds it to the front. And a great opportunity there trying to hook up with Paquin. Paquin at the far point with a shot. Goes well wide. That one coming off the stick of Guidey. And it'll be along the half boards. Kept active there, Noah Morning. Putting the body down there, banging away. And that one.
Pass. Oh, that could have been a hand pass.
Definitely could have. Wadier losing an edge there. Trying to get a pass as he was falling, but this one's cleared up along the boards. Not out, kept in by Morning. Morning, down, Wadier to the front, trying to play a deflection. Real wise look, but now it's Paquin trying to keep it active for the Patriots inside the offensive zone as we come down to 6:05 left here in the third.
Pats have been
2-2 score.
Dominant here in the past 5 minutes.
Morning taking a shot, but nobody can make it go good night, and it goes well wide. And it's going to be backhanded way up into the air. And it's handled by Morning off in the near corner. Trying to get it away from Aldrich. And that one floats out into the front. Ooh, kind of a dangerous place for that one to kind of float its way, but 5:35 left here in the third. What was I saying before? What haven't we seen in a while? Well, that's hope. And now, Musty. Desperately in need of a haircut. Puts it ahead now. And a hard check there on the Musty is Morning. Trying to steer it in. And it's cleared all the way down like the ice, and it goes right in. And Narowski, so no icing. 5:10 left here in the third. Musty trying to hook up on the near wing for Alex Stroud. A nice home run pass, deflects in, no icing. Now he's going to go chasing. Half-boards, Kassab in there to support. Couldn't control it. Ian Edgington will keep it in. He'll pop that one down low. Down there to chase. We got Stroud, and off in the near corner, it's Kassab with it. Kassab to the front, almost a tic-tac-toe with Stroud up front, but and a shot does not make its way through all the traffic. Frederick trying to look for an open lane. Pile up on 95 as the lanes are closed. Alex Stroud trying to turn around to take the shot, but it's blocked. He'll chase it off in the far corner. Along the far half board. Open man, Ian Edgington on his backhand, the far circle. Kassab spin around trying to take a shot. Couldn't get it past the defender up front. Graves back behind the goal line. Looking up front, a bouncer. Comes up top. Here comes a shot from Crilly. A pass into Rio. They score! Yabba dabba doo! 3-2! Patriots! 4:23 left here in the third.
This game has been completely dominated. This third period has been all Potomac, and they are being rewarded for the effort they have put in. Man, this has just been a dominant performance here. They have squared up with this team, and it is going to be a fun 4.5 minutes here, Stearns.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can close it like they did against Hampton last Sunday. Wow. Wow.
Giving these fans something to cheer about, a real treat this afternoon.
This is a home team right here, you know. They get the job done here at home. Took a rough start, you know, against Hampton or Richmond that first weekend. But
They've almost scored up in shots here, too.
oh, the comeback kids are alive and well.
It's a good rendition.
What's that?
The crowd rendition of Fall Out Boy.
Yeah. Now we got some of the elite guys in the house down here taking in some Empire action.
Enjoying themselves.
Here's the call.
Scored by number 92, Alex Brown.
2-on-1.
2-on-1 the other way. Here's a shot. Oh, and a blocker save.
Jordan Gray. And number 77, Ian Edgington. That's
Nobody cheered for Edgington. That's not nice.
Stroud for Grays and Edgington. Stroud for
If there was a player out here today that deserved a goal, it was definitely Stroud. The kid's been forechecking his heart out this entire game.
There's a chance. Oh, baby. Oh, freight train. That was Drew Curley driving that train. Here comes his chance now. Strike cars. Top of the near circle. Look it. Pulls a trigger. Couldn't get it through the feet, and he gets punished. Melise keeping it in. 3.5 to go. Now we got some tangling up here with Maggie and strike cars. A lot of people yelling, come on. I'm asking, where are we going? 3:20 left here in the third. Patriots with a 1-goal lead. I don't get in the car with strangers.
Good life lessons handed out here today.
You got it. I have a daughter. I have a lot of lessons to hand out. Out in front of the Frederick bench. Wadier back at the top of his own slot. He's going to retreat back and look for some solid options here. Make good life choices. He gives it over to Zach Davis. 3 minutes to go here.
Turnover.
And there's not a good life choice. That one, a save by Narowski. Ho! He'll go diving into that post. Frederick fans are not pleased about that. Now we got some pushing and shoving.
Want to feel better today and get back into the game? You need mid-county physical therapy.
Narowski's had himself a heck of a performance out here. Started a little
recovered
shaky.
well.
He has recovered well, and his defense has tightened up around him just a little bit as well, too.
And we'll get a face-off to his right. And I guess we have a timeout. And we have somebody with a USA Hockey sweater out here. Might be an off-ice official.
Could be.
He's asking that they check the net.
They're checking the structural integrity of the nets. I feel like
I'm an expert at that.
I feel like we do a pretty good job here.
I think we do. 2:50 left here in the third. 3-2 Potomac.
Let John Baranowski have the music tonight.
Ah, yes. Where's bird is the word? Well, the hamster dance. Well, the hamster dance is reserved for special occasions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give him that. As we close out this Sunday broadcast at an odd time, you know, we're coming down to the 7 o'clock hour. Go home, have a late dinner, and get up and go to work tomorrow.
Settle in for work. Got a 5-day week this week.
Oh, yeah.
Took last Monday off.
Yeah. What'd you go and do that for?
It was given to me. I had no choice.
Oh, boy. Face off to the right of the tender, who's been pretty solid, Jay Narowski.
Keep an eye on Mr. Chen to my left here. Well, I'll try to. We'll see what happens.
I'll keep an eye.
All right.
You stay on the camera, sir. Oh, that one almost backhanded. It's Barron that's looking for the hat trick that has me worried. He is looking.
It's quite the player. We get a penalty? No,
Yeah.
face off.
The face-off will be just outside the Patriots zone. We have a very vocal Frederick following to our left.
I feel like we got this all recorded, so we're good.
Oh, we're perfectly fine. I've sprayed them with enough saliva after screaming out some goal calls. Because they all happened down in that end. And this one, long distance, it's a bouncer. Oh, man.
My goodness.
Deja vu. Back behind the cage. Oh, what was that? Musty. A little bit of a collision there with Travis Biggs. And sent in over to the far half boards. We come down to 2:15 left here in the third period. Patriots with a 3-2 lead. Travis Biggs with it now, along the near side. Shooting around the horn over to the far half boards. It goes. And scooped right back down low to Musty. 2 minutes. We're still being asked to enter this gentleman's van. I refuse to go. This one sent all the way down over to the near side and not far enough for icing. Frederick will have it back along the near circle. It's Barron turning it over. Musty will launch that one into the far corner with 1:40 to go here in the third. Getting some fresh legs out there are the Potomac Patriots. They hold on to this 1-goal lead ever so gingerly. They give it back to Jackson just inside his blue line. Up in front of the timekeeper stable. And it's ping pong back. Now Frederick looking to volley back with the answer here is it's Aldrich going after the puck in the near corner. I think they may have gotten away with a trip there. Potomac did. As this one is
Chen's trying to go too.
Squeezed down the length of the ice. Chen out of his net. Looking to make it to the bench as he supported that one.
He's gonna go.
He's gonna go.
No.
Stiles will finally clear it in, and Chen is on the bench. 1 minute to go here in the third. Patriots with a 1-goal lead, 3-2. Let's see if they can hold on. Extra attacker on the ice for Frederick. Stroud in a foot race with Lane to the half boards. He got a little piece of it. Now it's the second try. He'll get it. Setting
there
up for
it
an
is.
open man. Here is Jordan Graves looking. Empty net. Shoots. Scores! Pow! Right in the kisser. 4-2. Potomac. 40 seconds left. That'll seal the deal.
It's the icing on the cake. First win for Narowski on the season. He's got to come in a near 40 save performance today. And a well-deserved victory. A nice comeback effort from these Potomac Patriots. They dominated the latter half of this game. This third period has been all Potomac. Just the forechecking, the resilience. Coach is going to be really happy. This team overcame some interesting and unfortunate penalties early on in the game.
What a turn of events.
Potomac Patriots goal! Scored by number 84, Jordan Graves. Assisted by number 76, James Wattier. That's Graves for Wattier, empty net goal at 40 seconds.
20 seconds to go here. Wattier trying to do some work down there. Potter trying to find an open man. And he'll find him. That was Maggie for a second. But it comes over to the near side. Blue line and out. That'll do it. 10 seconds to go. And it's kicked free. Here's the bow. Does he want to get a fifth goal in here? Ooh, and a pad save there by Chen, but that'll do it. The Potomac Patriots win with a final score of 4-2 over the Frederick Freeze. So, we'll rejoin you back here next weekend after they go on the road for a home and home. Oh! That was not good. Strykars just destroyed Lieberman's stick. Oh boy.
I'm thinking Strykars just goes to the locker room.
And I think he owes him a stick. Oh boy. This one's just gonna turn out to revisit some old bitter rivalry between these two teams going back to pre-Empire.
I think this is the
USPHL. I'm sorry, that's just
this is the last time we see Frederick this year. I believe it is. I believe this is just a 1-on-1 type deal.
Okay. Well, because they are Northern, yeah. Well, Lieberman is going to probably go ask for a new twig, and yeah, easy. We're going to let this go. 4-2 victory for Potomac. That's your final score. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And as always, don't stop believing. We'll see you back here next Sunday as the Richmond Generals come to town. Take care.